Congratulations, Solo Leveling. Congratulations. Free run who? Overrated. It's all like feelsy stuff. All right, Dan. Mid. Apothecary Diaries? I'm a misogynist, actually. Hello, YouTuber des. I have just come home from the Crunchyroll Anime Awards and I just hit the start stream button. What could possibly go wrong? I was a part of the awards this year. Personally, I had a great time. The biggest surprise of the night was seeing Flow, and I was like, okay, Flow's coming on. It's the Code Geass opening. Absolutely no way it's anything but the Code Geass opening. And then they bring out the Eureka 7 opening. I'm like, holy shit. The absolute rush of nostalgia that I got, man. So we're starting things off in reverse order, ending on Anime of the Year. Best Japanese voice performance. Let's go! Oh, Apothecary Diaries won something. Oh my god. Absolutely deserved. Mao Mao was not only one of the standout performances of the year, but also one of the standout characters of the year. Next up, we get to Best Ending Sequence. Solo Leveling. So I don't even remember the ending. I'm a dirty ED skipper, so don't have too many opinions of the ending. I'll let you guys decide if this deserved to win Best Ending. I'm going to guess you guys think that this did not deserve to win Best Ending. Next up, we have Best Opening. Okay, this one deserved. This is not surprising. This was the one that I did vote for. It wasn't a question of if CreepyNuts would win. It was a question of which CreepyNuts opening was going to win. I don't know. It so perfectly encapsulates the feeling, the quirky energy of Dan. So much so that there is absolutely no way the second opening is going to live up to this first opening of Dan. This might age poorly, but I'm saying this right now. This opening is the perfect opening for Dan. Next up, best score, Solo Leveling once again, and I just want to clear this up right now because I've seen a few people that think that I hate Solo Leveling, that I'm just like a professional hater of Solo Leveling. You do? There is a difference between being a hater and just calling out that there are some aspects that are overhyped. If you are looking for hype, action, and aura, this is it. Having said that, anime is more than just that. It is not that I dislike Solo Leveling. It is more so that its competition, in my opinion, is just far stronger. I don't think Solo Leveling has a bad score. In fact, I am not surprised it is Hiroyuki Samano, but goddamn, I just think the competition was just that much stronger. The work that Evan Cole did on Frieren Beyond Journey's End was holy shit. It was from another world, man. Every so often, you hear an OST and you hear a work that you just think that reminds you of what something truly spectacular is. There are other nominations that I am very, very much a fan of. I loved the OST of Look Back. Oh my god. Never fails to bring a tear to my eye. Obviously with Dan as well. Kensuke Ushio is one of my favorite composers as well. You gotta understand, the whole world was tuned into Solo Leveling. I do understand. Which brings us to the next point. Best anime song, Otonoke, CreepyNuts again. Not surprised about this. Next up, must protect at all costs characters. I mean, of course, it's Anya. Just call this the Anya Award, all right? The only one that I could really see competing against this is probably Yuki, maybe. Hojo would just run away from everything. Best supporting character, Fern. Wow. Fern beat out Himmel. She beat the Giga Chad himself. We take it. No complaints here. Looking at all the nominees, I don't actually think I would be disappointed if any of these nominees won. Next up, we have the award that I announced Guys, we stay positive here, guys. We stay positive. Did you not see how positive I was on stream? Did you not see that? You know, I was smiling. This is a professional award, guys, and I am professional. We had Frieren, we had Kafka, we had Momo, we had Okarun, we had Mao Mao, and of course we had Sung Jin-woo. When we talk about characters, when we talk about character writing, when we talk about best characters, you know, you think of like emotional depth, you think of complexity, relatability maybe, you think of interesting characters. And there are some fantastic nominations on this one. Far and beyond my GOAT out of all these nominations, most definitely Mao Mao. And, you know, if Mao Mao didn't win, I would not have been disappointed with a lot of these nominees, you know? The only nomination I think here is a little bit weaker compared to some of the rest is Kafka. Sung Jin-woo though, compared to the competition, I cannot even hide my disappointment. I am a professional, but out of the two ones that I announced, this one was the most surprising to me because the competition for this category was just that strong. It was so strong. And what topped it all was aura. What topped it all was aura, man. I just don't think you can argue that Sung Jin-woo has as much emotional depth or complexity as some of these other characters. He had like one scene, I think, where he cried, and that was it. That was the most emotions we saw in like 2 seasons. Aura crushed the competition like Sung Jin-woo crushed the competition in Solo Leveling. But Frieren beat Aura. What the fuck? Wait, this is best new series. Where's best main character? Is that what I looked like? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is like when your parents tell you to smile, man. Just smile through the pain. Just smile through it. And the anime award goes to...
You ready?
Sung Jin-woo from Solo Leveling.
Oh. Congratulations to Sung Jin-woo, and thank you so much.
You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now.
You can see me going like this. I was like, yo, chat is losing it right now.
Ready?
Sung Jin-woo from Solo Leveling. That pause was just like, all right, I'm reading this out now. I'm reading this out. Yes, copium, yes. Okay, very professional. Next up. Again, this is also another one where most of these nominations, I was like, you know what? I don't mind. Can't complain about this one. It might not have been the one I enjoyed the most compared to some of this. I don't know what, I think, I can't remember if I voted for Dangers in My Heart, but I still very much enjoyed Makine. This actually got one of the biggest cheers of the night when this won. You could definitely tell the difference between Japanese taste and foreign tastes because goddamn, during these nominations, I think every one of them got a clap. It was like, yes, we finally got a category that we all vibe with, guys. Best drama, Frieren Beyond Journey's End, let's go. No complaints there. Again, some very strong competition. I don't think I would have been disappointed with a single one of these nominations. Every one of these, except for A Sign of Affection, has made it in my top anime lists of the year. All right. Again, super idol stacked category. And it is the one that I voted for. Season 3 was a banger. Isekai fans, let's just take the dub that we have a category for ourselves and we are not just fucking thrown in with best fantasy where we're inevitably going to lose to Demon Slayer anyway, okay? Oh man, pity category. Best action, Solo Leveling. Unsurprising. This is one of the only categories for Solo Leveling that I'm not disappointed that Solo Leveling won this category. Do I think that there might be some stronger contenders? Perhaps. But am I disappointed that Solo Leveling won? No, Solo Leveling is an action anime. And as I've already said, I enjoy the action in Solo Leveling. And I think I much prefer the action in Season 2. There was, I think, one good fight in Solo Leveling Season 1. Just kind of makes me terrified of next year because I think Solo Leveling really starts to stand out in season 2. At least it wasn't Demon Slayer. We'll get to that. Best comedy, Mashal, not disappointed. My vote would go to either of these two. Congratulations to Mashal for this one. Oh man, I just fucking realized how many awards has Alex Lee got this this year? He's getting a dub in basically every single award. Did he actually lose best English VA? He won. Okay. Oh my god. Sung Jin-woo, yes. All right, best romance, Blue Box. Not disappointed in this one. My favorite again was Dangers in My Heart season 2, but again, fantastic nominations. I don't have time for Salt or Anger anymore. I'm just happy when a good series gets recognition. Did Rent a Girlfriend air this year? Next up, best background art. I mean, again, no complaints here. Congratulations, Freerun. Congratulations to everyone got nominated as well. All the nominees were great for this one. Next up. Okay. This one got a massive it was like, I think this was the most wholesome category of the entire night. I actually think the biggest cheer of the night was every single one of these nominations. It was just so nice just to see the industry patting each other on the back. Every single time one of these nominees got announced, they got a fucking big applause every time one of the names got mentioned. When Keiichiro Sato got announced, he also got a massive fucking cheer, man. And I just couldn't be happier. He is one talented ass director. I'm just saying, out of all these, Megami Shitani, I'm waiting. You managed to get on this nomination list with a short film. Imagine if she directs either a film or an anime series, man. Imagine, just imagine 10% of her power, man. She is a shoo-in for a future winner of this award. It is not a question of if, it is going to be a question of when. Best character design, Dan as well. Again, great. Stacked category. We are just living on the wholesomeness here. We are just living on the W's here, man. Best animation was surprising. 9 out of 10 times when Demon Slayer wins Best Animation, which I believe it is normally a shoo-in to win Best Animation. I'm like, no complaints here. This year, I think compared to previous seasons of Demon Slayer, I think that Demon Slayer had one 10 out of 10 episode. And if it was that one episode that was representing the entire season, no complaints here. Did that final episode of Demon Slayer absolutely pop off with its animation? Yes. Were there other nominees compared to Demon Slayer that I think, as a whole, showcased stronger animation across the entire run? Definitely yes. We can't go a Crunchyroll Anime Awards without having some Demon Slayer in there, right? Next up. Wow, probably the one I was most surprised about. And then I thought about it. And then I was like, I'm gonna come back to this because I think in hindsight, this does make sense, but it plays on to what my general thoughts of the award was overall. The second award that I announced was, of course, Best New Series. Solo Leveling. This was the moment where I'm like, I think I know how these awards are going to go now. Out of all of these, I was like, holy shit, what a strong fucking year. I knew coming into this, Solo Leveling was far and beyond going to be the most popular show out of every nomination. That was something that I knew coming into this. I knew this year was very, very stacked for nominations. But number 2, I also think that Solo Leveling's competition in terms of like nominations also got decently fucking popular. Like Freerun became a phenomenon here in Asia. Dan, obviously the hot new Shonen Jump title as well. Apothecary Diaries bringing in a whole new audience. I think that some of these nominations also got decently popular, and it wasn't as obvious coming into this, was popularity going to skew the results as much as previous years? This was the award that taught me, yes, it probably will do. If Frieren, Dandadan, Apothecary Diaries, and Dungeon Meshi could not even hold a candle to solo leveling, I don't have much hope for the other categories. After this, I was like, no, okay, I'm not surprised anymore. Like, no anger. Me, zero anger. I feel nothing. I feel nothing, guys. You guys expecting me to crash out? You know what? Congratulations, solo leveling. Congratulations. I'm gonna give a clap for this one. All right. Frieren who? Overrated. Who really like enjoys Frieren? Let's be honest. You know, it's all like feelsy stuff. All right. Dandadan? Mid. Apothecary Diaries? I'm a misogynist, actually. This has who as the main character? You really think it is able to catch up to my goat right here? I just feel nothing at this point.
I feel nothing.
Going on to the next one. Best continuing series. This one category, I was like jaw open. Absolutely no fucking way. Holy shit. Someone has dethroned the One Piece Award. The best continuing series? This is the One Piece Award. What are you doing, Demon Slayer? With what is, in my opinion, your weakest season. One Piece fans, now you know how it feels to be a fantasy fan in the previous years, man. You think you're a shoo-in for one of your shows to be a shoo-in for the winner. Then in comes fucking Demon Slayer with the metal chair. Let's go on to the next one. Oh, man. Great as well. Great. Look back. Deserved. My anime of last year. Fucking masterclass. It just got the recognition it deserved. If you haven't seen this, go give it a watch. Which, of course, brings us to Anime of the Year, which I was not surprised about. I knew this was going to win. Because in case you had forgotten, it is the exact same nominations as Best New Series. I would raise more eyebrows if Solo Leveling didn't win this one. I feel nothing. Feel nothing.
When was the last time any one of us felt anything?
I guess I'll go back to Best Continuing Series. Sorry, Best New Original Anime. Ninja Kamui won this. And initially, I was exceedingly surprised about this one because I was like, okay, obviously, I have my favorites. Is Girls Band Cry. And then I thought about it. And then I was like, of course Girls Band Cry was not going to win this one. This wasn't even legally available for like months. So many people could not fucking watch this. And out of all of these shows, the one that started off the strongest with some great animation was Ninja Kamui. Okay, with strongest action animation. What was the director of Ninja Kamui? Oh, what's his name again? I'm a big fan. This is me and fucking Japanese names. Yeah, I think Sung-Hoo Park does some amazing action direction and action choreography. And I think Ninja Kamui got a lot of hype in the beginning. Very, very hype, flashy, great action scenes. And I think what I realized after this many years of covering the Anime Awards and seeing what wins, people, and specifically, I think it's the Western audience, right? Because Crunchyroll is very much a representation of the Western audience. Anime has gotten popular enough that not everyone that votes on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards or just watches anime in general are just going to watch like the entire spectrum of what anime has to offer. A lot of the appeal in terms of what gets headlines and what gets spread around, especially just things that break out of the sphere of just, you know, anime fans that watch a lot of anime that come out, is very flashy action anime. That's why I think Solo Leveling did exceedingly well overseas. I'm not sure how popular it got here in Japan. The effect that Solo Leveling had in Japan is not comparable to the effect that Solo Leveling had to an international audience. And I think what the Crunchyroll Anime Awards represents is your general anime watcher. And your general anime watcher is a different kind of community than I think the community existed 10 years ago. It is kind of grown past the anime community that we recognize, the anime fans that I'm sure are in chat right now. And a show with a little bit more of a niche appeal is never going to hit a general audience as much as something like Solo Leveling. As popular as Frieren did get for people who are very, very well versed in anime, it still does not compare to a general audience. I have talked to so many people that have watched Solo Leveling and have watched Jujutsu Kaisen and have watched these action anime and just know no other anime but that genre. And so I just think, instead of being angry, I just think this award is just the representation of just the general anime audience. And it is just a different audience. Remember when we were all salty when Yuri on Ice won every single award in the first year of the Anime Awards? I do not think that we would be able to see something like that again. That represents a time where one show got exceedingly popular. That wasn't just a flashy action show. I don't know when the next time is going to happen when a flashy action show doesn't dominate these awards. Would love to be proved wrong in the future, and I hope I am. No copium left. I just want to focus my energy on shouting out that at least these shows got nominated. There have been some years where some fantastic fucking shows have aired that weren't action shows that didn't get nominated. If there was a W in my mind for this year, it was the fact that we got such a wide range of nominations for Anime of the Year this year. And I'm sincerely hoping that Orb is at least going to be nominated next year for something. That is my review of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. It was a very, very fun award show, and I had a very, very fun time there. What did you guys think of the awards this year? Do you have a more positive outlook than myself? Well, let me know in the comment section. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, I also stream on Twitch sometimes. You can find me on twitch.tv/Giguk. Just hit that follow button if you want to be notified of my next stream. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Now crash out. I don't... Bruh. Someone else can crash out.
I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this.